We're going to talk today about landscapes changing over time, and we're going to talk about the evidence of landscapes changing over time. For example, we're living on Rathdrum Prairie, which was caused by a glacier leaving a whole lot of dirt in a valley, which is what we're sitting on right now. And probably one of the best examples we have recently around here, and by recent I mean within my lifetime, of landscapes changing radically is Mount St. Helens. When Mount St. Helens blew, it dumped tons and tons and tons and tons of volcanic ash all over the area. And it, yeah, Lena?
It makes everything grow big.
Yeah, it made the soil more fertile as well. And so all you have to do is go look at a picture of what Mount St. Helens looked like before the eruption and what Mount St. Helens looked like after the eruption.
It's like a big hole now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a big crater there. Right. And I wish we could all just jump into a car and drive out to my dad's old place because it's about, 60 miles from here. And it was like a part of where the most ash fell. And if you dug down a hole, you would hit the layer of volcanic ash from when Mount St. Helens blew. And so there was actually more dirt laying over that. And so what I have here are 3 samples of layers of dirt, and each of these represents a different kind of rock. And we're going to look at our key here and look at the color and see what kind of rock that is and what it can tell us about how things change over time and fill out our worksheets. So here is sample A. And we can see that there's different colors.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal, yeah. In different levels. And so in sample A, what is the oldest layer of rock in this sample? What do you think the oldest layer would be?
The white.
The white. And why would that be the oldest?
At the bottom.
It's at the bottom. Very good, Montana. It's at the bottom. So that obviously went first because it's, other things had to come along later. And so what do we have? It's white. It's fine-grained. What do we have on our key here that is white in fine-grained particles?
Limestone.
Limestone. What is the newest layer?
The top.
The top one.
Oatmeal.
Okay. Oatmeal. What does the oatmeal represent? Each of these things represent different things.
Sandstone.
Does it? Medium grain, yellow particles? No, I don't think so. Large grain, dark brown, teardrop shape.
Shale.
Shale, large. Yes.
Yes.
I think Vash got it. Shale.
Yeah.
Shale. The oldest layer and the top layer. So we got limestone down here and we've got shale up there, but we got this dark layer here. What does the dark one represent? Which stone?
Basalt. Grunt.
Basalt?
Granite.
Lena said it. She said basalt, but we pronounce it basalt. So basalt. So there's a layer of basalt between these two. So something happened to change. Now basalt is an igneous rock that is extruded by volcanoes. So it's lava. So there was a layer of lava that happened between these two layers. So we've got a lava flow between limestone and the shale. So that's how we know something changed. So there was a volcanic eruption, and our evidence is that we have a layer of basalt between the two. On our first sample here, we've got limestone, which forms
underwater.
Okay. And then we have a layer of basalt. Where was the basalt formed?
In ash and lava.
Okay. And then the layer above that is shale.
Sediment from very low moving water such as a pond or swamp.
A pond or swamp.
It comes from a pond or swamp.
So we've got an ocean, land, and then swamp in layer 1. Well, that's kind of cool. Those are some pretty radical changes. Now we're going on to our second sample. So we've got...
Limestone.
Sandstone.
Limestone.
Okay, where's our key?
Limestone's the oldest one.
Where's the one that's yellow, fine grain? No, the limestone is fine grain white particles.
No, sandstone.
Sandstone, medium grain yellow particles. So we got sandstone on the lowest floor.
Sandstone. Which one layer? Is this the next layer or is the marshmallows the next layer?
Well, they're kind of embedded in there, aren't they?
Okay, so it'd be
They're
the
kinda mixed
granite.
up.
It'd be granite then.
So the marshmallows represent large white round or cylindrical particles represents terrestrial animal fossils. So we've got land animal
So
fossils. in
fossils.
there. Yeah, the marshmallows are fossils. We've got the first layer
Sandstone.
is sandstone.
Where did it come from?
Where does sandstone come from?
Sand
Old sea.
Deposition.
deposition from water or wind, then held under pressure.
Okay. So there has to be another layer on top of the sandstone to turn the sand into sandstone. And that
granite.
layer is
It's
on sample B. The second layer is granite.
it's granite and it is cold magma.
Yeah. Granite is formed underground while basalt is formed above ground. Let's continue on to the third sample. Okay, it's really hard to see some of these things in here. What the sunflower seeds represent aquatic animals. So, like fish and
Limestone.
jellyfish and
Starfish.
and shells, seashells. Those are aquatic animals.
Where's
What is the
bottom
first
one?
layer, the oldest layer in this sample?
Granite.
If it's got aquatic fossils in, then we knew that this happened under C. And then above it, we've got sandstone. And so we
And
know
then
that,
fossils again.
and then fossils again, land fossils. So we know that in sample C, we used to have things taking place underwater. And then on the upper level, we know that we have things taking place on land because we have water fossils on the lower layer, oldest layer, and we've got land fossils on the top one.
Land changes over time.
Jazz hands!
Jazz hands!